Hi, everybody. It's Kimberly, and I'm back to invite you to this week's Twin Flame Support Group conference call. Last week, we had people call from all over the U.S. and the world. I'm hoping that this week we can collaborate and have a nice discussion that'll help one another kind of navigate through this process. So, what I ask is if you'd like to join on the call, just email me and I'll send you a link and a code to join in. I'm going to hold it this Thursday, June 30th from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's New York time. Hoping that works for everyone. If you can't be on the call right at 5 o'clock, just join in anytime in that 2-hour window. We'll be actively talking. I know several of you have expressed interest in joining in, and I look forward to chatting with you. I figured after last week, and there was like 4 or 5 of us on the line all at different times, but the best way to facilitate these calls is probably to have at least some sort of a topic or structure, so that we can sort of stay on track and helping one another and not get too long-winded. But I'm also going to make myself available for one-on-one coaching. Again, I'm not formalizing this just yet into a business, but certainly, if there is a call or if Spirit calls us to, talk to one another, if there's other messages coming through, we can set aside a separate time to do a one-on-one call. So for this week's topic, I wanted to talk about doing the work and, basically your journey to self-love and self-mastery. And with that, I'll say that I think what's really relevant right now that I'm hearing from everyone across the board is that everyone's struggling. There's a lot of, cosmic energy that's affecting the dynamics of the twin flame relationships. I also think that there's a lot of movement and stuff going on on both sides, both the divine feminine and divine masculine. And with that, I do feel like the divine feminine is coming into a period of more stillness, more balance, particularly with the new moon. Like I've been doing tarot readings just on my own for the collective as well as for myself, and the messages are all very similar. And it seems like around the new moon that the divine feminine is just really going to come into a better place of balance with it all. So like sort of letting go of the struggle, feeling more grounded, more in her power, being more still and not like, squirming through the process. And I feel a homecoming for the divine masculine. I really do feel like they are, if not coming back in this month in some way, even if it's through some form of communication, maybe not coming back for full union, but I do feel and have seen through the cards that there is this moving towards that. There's also like a death happening there's deceit and death around them. So that means that something might end, whether it's the relationship that they're presently in or whether they're finally facing themselves and some of the old wounds and, working through that and then starting to look towards what could be new and what could be, the healthier, the highest path for them to move towards, which of course is you, because you're in their heart, in a deep and profound way. It's just that it's not time yet. So until we talk on Thursday, my reminder for everybody is to treat this process a little bit more black and white than I think some of you have. And I want to say it simply so that the message is clear. But the work that you have to do right now is your shadow work. That's the work that you need to focus on. It's also, a time to cultivate your path. So while you clear away the cobwebs, it's time to, come into your power. You start utilizing your gifts, maybe form a new business venture or nurture a creative idea, or start to bring that whatever you've been wanting and desiring into manifestation. I feel like you'll also have a chance to do that after the new moon in early July. I think it's July 6th or somewhere around that time, around the 4th of July. So I think everyone's been doing a great job, but the key to remember is that there is work to be done on both sides, and if you're watching this, are probably the more awakened twin, and whether you and your twin flame come back into union or not in this lifetime, the work that you'll doing your shadow work, clearing out your stuff, your inner child stuff, your subconscious, the things that have been mucking all of your relationships, not just your twin flame relationship, can only benefit you in the long run and help you really, get to that higher place, and get to that, get further along in your progression, towards spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And if we all, the process of the twin flame, because the connection is so strong, that the process that we go through, because of the deep soul love and the deep heart connection and the deep 5D soul mental telepathic connection, and that whole that the intensity of it, the depth of it is so strong that it sort of just forces us to dig into what we need to do, what we need to work on. So, if you're not, then you're not taking steps in the right direction. And so, and it's not going to speed up the process. It's not going to bring your twin back, and it's not going to bring anything else, or anyone else who's supposed to be in your life for the right reasons until you do the work. Until you do the work, the same subconscious things that you haven't cleared will keep reappearing, whether it's in future soulmate relationships, or if it's, when you come back together with your twin flame. And you want that union and reunion to be as harmonious as possible, because it's going to always be an intense relationship. Always. You'll always have the intensity and the love and the passion and the connection. And, that might not make it easy at times. So if you can come together, and you will only come together when you're both more awakened, that means that there's work in front of you. And so on our call on Thursday, do you want to talk about how to identify what it is in your energy field, in your persona, in your life that needs to be cleared, and how we do that work? Because I think many of us, many people are missing that piece. The focus is external. The focus is on the twin. The focus is the lack of the twin being in your life right now. And of course, focusing on any lack is not going to bring fulfillment. It's not going to bring that person forward. So you really need to raise the bar and raise it from within. And that is going to help accelerate your growth process, help you get on your mission faster, in your power faster. And if there is a union up ahead for you and your twin here in this lifetime, in this incarnation, possibly in the next several months or within the next year, then this is the time to dig in and really and do that work, and it can be fun and enjoyable. So let's talk about that more on Thursday. Email me at transformationscapecod@gmail.com. It's transformations with an S, capecod@gmail.com. And I look forward to chatting with you all on Thursday, June 30th. Thanks. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.